Hi, boys and girls, it's Miss Leon here. We are going to work on a concept of determining if the product, that means the answer to the multiplication problem, that you find is reasonable. So the whole reason we're doing this is because sometimes when we are doing a math problem, like a multiplication problem, for example, and we get an answer, sometimes our answer is wrong, and it's like very wrong, but we don't even realize how wrong it is. What we do is we do an estimation. So we will do an estimation, and then when we find the estimation, our real answer and our estimation should be very close or similar or somewhere that's around in the same area. Because if they're not, that causes us some concern, and that means we need to go back and we need to look at our work a little bit closer. So I'm going to give you a few examples so that way we can practice this and kind of see what this means or what this is about, because this is a skill that sometimes I know that fourth graders struggle with a little bit. So here in my notes, I went ahead and asked the question, is your product reasonable? And I have defined the word product. I want you guys to be able to remember that. A product is an answer to a multiplication problem. And when we say reasonable, that means that we're going to be doing some estimating. So that is the skill that we are working on right now. Okay, so we're going to take the math problem 3 times 69. So I'm going to take 69, the actual number, I'm color coding this, times 3. And I'm going to find out my actual answer to this problem. And the actual answer would be, as I'm working this problem, I would do 9 times 3, or 3 times 9, which is 27. So that's 7 ones and 2 tens. So I regroup this problem, the 2 tens, into the tens place. Then I would do 3 times 6 as the basic math fact, but it's really 3 times 60. So 3 times 6 is 18, which is 180. So 3 times 60 is 180, plus 2 tens is 20. So 180 plus 20 is 200. So 2 in the hundreds place, or 20. So my real answer would be 207. But see, I don't know that that is exactly 100% correct. So what I need to do is I need to do an estimate. And see, my actual problem is 3 times 69. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to estimate the 69. I'm going to estimate it to the highest place value. That's how I'm choosing to do this. So I found my place, which is my tens place, and I look next door. Is that digit 5 or greater? It sure is. So I'm going to add 1 more to my tens place. So I am going to round this 69 to 70, and I'm going to do 3 times 70. My basic math fact is 3 times 7, which equals 21, and then I put a 0 at the back. So now I'm finding that my actual answer is 207 and my estimate is 210. Are these relatively close to each other? Yes. So it is reasonable for my answer to be 207. It's not out of this world. So I can feel good about my answer being 207 and that it's not just silly math. So let's do another example. Okay, so my next problem is 135 times 4. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start solving this problem. 4 times 5 is 20. So it is 0 ones and 2 tens. So then I have to do 4 times 30. The basic math fact is 4 times 3, which is 12. And then I realize that 4 times 30 is 120, plus 2 tens is 120, 130, 140. So I put a 4 in the tens place and regroup the 1 into the hundreds place. Now I will do 4 times 100. My basic math fact is 4 times 1, which is 4, and add on 2 zeros, that's 400, plus 100, which is 500. So, is my solution of 540 reasonable? Let's check. Let's do an estimate. So I see 135 times 4. I am choosing to estimate to the nearest 100, the highest place value. So I will round it to the nearest 100. So I found my place and I look next door. Is this digit next door 5 or greater? It is not. No, it is not. So I do not add one more. So the number in the front stays the same. That's 100. Numbers in the back, zeros your name. So I have 100 times 4. 4 times 1 is 4, and 2 zeros on the back. So is my answer reasonable of 540? Yes, it is, because 400 is close or in the ballpark. It's within the hundreds area, so that both of the answers are in the hundreds and they are close in the hundreds. It's not like saying 5,400 and a 400 estimate. It's 500 and 400. So they are close. It is reasonable.